Hi everyone, let's have a quick chat about The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. This book has been around for ages, and it was very popular on BookTube about 3 or 4 years ago. And I can't believe it took me so long to pick it up. It was really good. I loved it. As the title already says, it's a diary. It's a diary of 14-year-old Junior, who's a Spokane Indian who lives on the reservation. This book, or this diary, covers his 14th year when he's leaving the rest school to go to a white school in Reardon, which is about 22 miles away. And that kind of changes his life, and that's all the things that happen to him and his family and on the reservation and at school, and just how his life changes due to changing schools. This book is really interesting and well done. For one part, it's a diary, which always makes you feel closer to the person who's writing it and to the author and to the main character in the book. You feel like you're his friend and you're in his mind. And with this book, the writing is especially good because it is so direct, it is very blunt, it's not, romanticizing living on the res, it's not being like, oh, everything is so nice, it's real. Junior often says how being an Indian is an awful thing sometimes, how being poor is awful, how having all his family and all his friends being drunk, and that basically governing their lives, and that leaving the res school was the only chance for him to change that and to leave this vicious cycle of being an Indian. But by doing that, it's pretty hard because the Indians stick together there and the rest. And it's very interesting how he's just talking about it, about his feelings and how he has to deal with things and the things that come to him. That's the second part. It's not only the writing, but also the things he tells us about Indians and living on the res, which, let's be honest, I'm German, we don't have Indians. And we should call them Native Americans probably, but he calls them Indians all the time. So that is also very interesting to learn about living on the reservation from the point of view of someone who actually is a Native American and who actually is stuck in that and is not trying to make it sound good and like the powwows, like the dancing and we're having fun, but how drunk basically all of his friends and family are, and how that affects their life, and how the poverty affects their life, and how little chances they have to do anything because they don't get good education and it's not really wanted that they are successful. Apart from all of these things, Junior has to deal with normal school stuff and teenage stuff as well. He has to find friends and he wants to be good in school and he needs to adapt, and the pressure that comes from outside and fitting in a new school, all of that is there too. What I'm basically saying is that this is a really great novel which is well written, and it's about an interesting character and about things that I didn't know about before, because how could I? And if you have not read Sherman Alexie yet, you should not do as I do and wait too long. Thank you all for watching, and let's talk about The Absolutely True Diary of Part-Time Indian.